What's good, people? Once again, it's the one on the OG Hollywood, man. I'm coming back at you with another Cellie story, man. But before I get started, man, this is what I want to do. Give a shout out to FT, man. FT used to be my Cellie, man. Came to penitentiary with 5 years, man. And this was his favorite line. When I first met him, he told me, I said, man, how much time you got, boy? He said, I got 5 years, and I can do that standing up in the corner on my dick. For those that don't know what that mean 5 years wasn't shit. That's what that meant. That he can do 5 years with his eyes closed. He can walk down the hallway with no problem because he already knew he had a date. He knew he was going to be getting out, right? That's what he meant by he can do it standing on his dick, right? Little did he know it was more to it than just doing the 5 years, right? What he had to do was make a total motherfucking readjustment to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, man. Shout out to FT, Texarkana, Texas, man. My Cellie, right? Real talk, man. Stay with me because his name changed after being in prison for 12 months. He changed his whole motherfucking name. And the whole unit knew his name and know how it changed, right? Check this out, right? But before I move any forward, man, y'all already know I was on that 12120 Savage Drive, man. Right here, man. It's the gear I'm wearing, man. Savage Drive gear, man. And I'm the CEO of the Savage Drive gear, man. For those that's interested in getting that Savage Drive gear, man, go to www.oghollywoodspeaks.com, man. Get that gear, man. Because if you're a savage and you got any kind of drive to go to the next level in these streets, this shit here is for you, man. Get that motherfucking girl, man, and let's make it happen, right? So anyway, man, back to FT, man, straight out of Texarkana, Texas, man. He had 5 years, man. His whole slogan was, man, I can do that shit standing up in the corner on my head. I can do that shit standing on my dick, right? I said, okay, we'll see. But I already knew what was gonna get him. Guess what was gonna get him? The motherfucking fields. Fields, man. It's the same thing they get everybody else when they come down there, man, with that hocus pocus shit, thinking that they can make it out there in them fields, man, picking that cotton, doing that motherfucking flat weed, man, that 1, 2, 3, 4 step, man. I seen that shit been many motherfuckers back, man. Even the real ones, huh, laid it down. I mean, laid it down, man. Check this out, cause when you out there in them hot ass fields and it's 110 and the index read 115 and you see the motherfucking genius going like this here, you ain't got no win, especially when you first get on them, man. Your whole outlook on a whole bunch of shit changed, man. Cause it's so goddamn hot down there, and especially for you motherfucking new boots. Yeah, I said new boots. And what that means is all you motherfuckers that's going to prison thinking y'all got it all figured out, y'all who I'm talking to, right? I seen many motherfuckers come through that institution, man. Guess what? Lay it straight down, man. So back to the story at hand by the old FT, man. Like I said, FT was my Cellie, man. Good nigga, man. But he found out the hard way that hard niggas die hard. So anyway, man, like I say, man, FT was a real nigga, man. He just could stand that sun, though, huh? And what I call that sun is that mustard in the sky when it's beaming down on your ass and you sweating bullets and you losing weight by the pound. Because guess what? You got one wagon, one tractor, one trailer. And guess what? That motherfucker got some nozzles on the side, and everybody got to wait in line to get a motherfucking drink, right? Sometimes nigga don't even get no drink. Real shit. Sometimes you go to the motherfucking fountain and the man in front of you be on the motherfucking nozzle so long to where they say back to work. And when they call back to work, guess what happened after that? When you don't get that drink. you're gonna want to get at that other motherfucker for taking too long on the drink, right? So anyway, man, so my boy FT, man, he found out the hard way, man, that sun meat skin was a bad motherfucker. Cause you can come down there, the lightest motherfucker in the world. I'm talking about color, that is. You can be a yellow bone when you get down there. Yeah, I said yellow bone. Cause some niggas don't make it and go home. Some niggas don't make it back home. They become a yellow bone. When I mean they become a yellow bone, y'all do the math when I say that, man. No offense to, man, for all them yellow niggas that went to prison, man. Some of you niggas came back knowing what that bone was about. But I say that for another story, right? So anyway, man, but I just felt like giving y'all this story about FT, man, cause I couldn't pass this motherfucker up, man. And uh and the reason why it came to my mind, man, cause I was just sitting back reminiscing all the time I was in that bitch in that cell. I had a lot of motherfucking cellies come through there, man, thinking they could beat the heat. I knew they wasn't gonna stand it. Couldn't stand it. Wasn't gonna stand it. Especially when they call you out for work, right? One hole, two hole, three hole, four hole. It's work call. You got niggas in line with the state boots. They done took the heels off the motherfucker, done cut it in half, done took the shoestring, all type of shit to avoid that motherfucking plantation, right? It was hard, man. It was hard in the yard right now, man. It was hard. And I ain't talking about no motherfucking 2000s, man. 2000, that motherfucker just like a romper room, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they giving out motherfucking tablets, and you got motherfucking transgenders in there. You might have a nigga standing behind you, where you getting your boxers. This nigga getting a motherfucking a bra and some motherfucking panties. Real shit, man. This motherfucker is getting a bra and some panties, and he's standing behind you. This the type of shit they got going on now in them 2000 prison cells, right? I ain't knocking, well, I guess what God bless you with. A motherfucker gotta have some. So motherfucker, you just happen to catch a case and you're half and half, man. So if that happened to be you, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But that is what it is, man. Like I said, man, right now when you go to prison, man, they giving you a motherfucking a tablet where you punch on this motherfucker all day and they keep you in the cell. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can entertain yourself with that, man. And when you fuck up and fall off, they take your tablet. So I don't know how that shit go. I just know they got tablets down there now, man. And that shit ain't nothing but a romper room. Ain't no motherfucking recreation. Ain't none of that shit going on. They pacify the nigga ass, rocking you to sleep when they give you all that time. And they give you all the shit that go with it, man. Y'all know who y'all are, man. I'm talking about you tech savvy niggas that's catching them cases and going to prison and writing back to your people and telling them it's hard. It ain't hard, nigga. Ain't nothing hard about that bitch now, man. It's a K2. It's a K2 era down there, man. And that's what they doing. They smoking K2, man. But anyway, let me get back to this shit, man, because I'm getting derailed when I go to giving this game about these new millennium penitentiary ass niggas, man. But so anyway, man, here's the deal. OFT, man, was my cell. He had 5 years, man. And like I said, he had a slogan, man. He was proud of that fucking 5 years. He used to tell everybody, I don't give a fuck about all the other shit. I'm going home. I ain't got number 5 years, so I already know I'm getting out. So I'm like, whoa, hold him up, swole him up. I ain't going nowhere. I got a motherfucking life sentence, nigga, and I got to do some real time. And I've been in this bitch doing real time. So watch your motherfucking mouth, nigga. So, penitentiary rules in effect. Yeah. And respect rule the world when you're in that bitch, man. And when I was in that motherfucker, real shit. And I ain't blowing no smoke up my ass, man. But I was like E.F. Hutton. When I spoke, motherfuckers listen. So anyway, OFT, man. So we turned out for work, man. I knew this boy wasn't gonna make it, man, because he was goddamn me probably 100, 125, 130 pounds soaking wet, man. He was one of them niggas that wore the most skinny jeans in the world, man, with them old dreads and all this fancy shit, man. Not knocking them niggas that wear dreads, man, because I mean you got a lot of real niggas that wear dreads, but I ain't gonna fuck with it. I leave that up to them niggas, man. But yeah, he was one of them niggas that wore them skinny jeans. And one of them old niggas wore them skinny jeans, had the pistol hanging off and the stack of money in his pocket and all that shit, right? But once he reached that motherfucking TDC, all that shit went out the window, right? It was white on white, nigga, and ain't no motherfucking pockets, nigga. You getting motherfucking spandex, nigga. Yeah, spandex. Where everybody wears spandex, ain't no pocket on the motherfucking pants. It used to be pocket on the pants, and they give you a belt, right? But that's old school shit. That shit had to go because niggas was getting smashed with the belts, with the shit that go on the belt. That's another story though. So anyway, man, we turn out for work, man. OFT, man. I knew he wasn't gonna make it, but I couldn't have no heart for him though, because his favorite slogan, I can do that shit standing on my dick. The 5 years I got. Okay, well nigga, you gonna have a chance to do that shit standing on your dick, your feet, your head, your back, however you want to do it, nigga. You gonna bring that motherfucking 5 years to the door. So anyway, man, we in the motherfucking cell, man. And you know, when you're in the cell and you ride, man, you're gonna either be sitting on the bunk or he gonna be sitting on the toilet. You might be sitting by the door blowing one. And when you're blowing one, you're gonna have that mirror up there because we gotta watch the run for the motherfucking CO coming down the run so you don't get your ass tied up in a knot, man. But you new niggas wouldn't know nothing about that, man, because like I said, y'all 2000 niggas, man. And if you just got out in the 2000, shout out to you, man. Y'all know y'all who I'm talking about. Because you didn't touch the motherfucking them 90s when it was real, but anyway, man, OFT, man, like I say, man, he thought the shit was a game when he first touched down, right? So anyway, man, on that Savage Drive, man, they got a big old ass hill, right? And over the years, niggas going up and down that hill so many times, they wore that motherfucker down, right? That bitch is straight up flatland now, man. So like I say, man, we turn out from work. Turn out for work, man. We hitting on 'em. We hitting on 'em. Up, down, right? Which they call back hacking, man. You go up the hill, you back hack it down, you flip that ball over, and then back up that motherfucker, then you count again. And you got to take in the fact that that sun is beaming down your motherfucking head. You ain't got nothing but that old state hat on, right? Got that old motherfucking flimsy state hat on. And when I was in that bitch, you could take your motherfucking state shirt off, stick it in your pocket, but you can't take your shirt off. You're gonna have a slingshot on and a t-shirt on, but any which way about it, man, you can't run from that sun. Your ass lose, right? So you had to be physically fit and real hydrated before you get out there, man. And you had to have some sleep the night before, man, because that shit was a real job, right? So anyway, man, OFT used to stay up, man, writing letters to his girl and all this old shit, man, because the niggas come in down that end, them niggas still love struck. They trying to keep up with a motherfucker in the streets. And that shit just don't work, man, because you gotta cut the world off when you go down here and face this motherfucking time, right? But he had 5 years, man. So in other words, he had hope. So you keep hope alive, right? Keep hope alive, man. But it's one thing about it. You can't put no lock on no pussy while you in this motherfucking penitentiary, man. Real shit. And that's penitentiary rules always in effect, right? Stay with me now. So anyway, man, this boy here, man, he had it hard. I used to watch him in the field. I said, ooh, this kid ain't gonna make it, man. He ain't gonna motherfucking make it. Any moment now, he gonna lay it down. And when he lay it down, they gonna put his ass in that black cave with a little bit of tree on what they call the Steel Seville, right? He finally made his way to the Steel Seville. But what he didn't know, ain't no motherfucking going in the building. You still gonna have to do that time. And you still gonna have to cut this motherfucking grass. And if you don't cut it, your ass gonna wait in that motherfucking Steel Seville until somebody cut it for you, right? And if somebody cut it for you, you're gonna become that yellow bone, right? You're gonna be the yellow bone, right? In other words, badass yellow bone. So anyway, man, my boy wasn't no hoe, man. So let me quit fucking around like that, man. Shout out FT, man. Real live nigga out of Texarkana, Texas, man. Like I said, man, he had 5 years. He used to always tell a motherfucker, nigga, I know I'm going back to the streets. I ain't got nothing but a nickel, man. Yeah, he ain't had nothing but a motherfucking nickel, man. You know. So anyway, man, we ride one day. I said, man, I guess what, man, I'm gonna lay it down, man. So I said, what you gonna do? He said, man, I'm trying to think of a way to get out the motherfucking field. I can't fuck with that shit, OG. I said, that's on you, man. That's on you, man. But I got a life sentence, man. Ain't no plan B for me, nigga. I got to hit, I got to goddamn me boots on the ground, nigga. When they call work call, nigga, I'm running out of this bitch. Cause I can't stand no restriction, none of that shit. Cause I got a motherfucking life sentence, nigga. And if I do anything other than what I'm supposed to do as far as on this time, nigga, I'm gonna be in this bitch. I ain't got no 5 years. And I can't do a motherfucking thing standing on my head or my dick, nigga. Only way I can get out of this bitch, man, is guess what? I gotta play my way out of this motherfucker. Cause anybody ever had a life sentence, you already know what you gotta do, man. You gotta play the game in between, man. What I mean by in between, you gotta try to play not to get caught. Even when you're in the motherfucking fields, you gotta look like you're working or be called up with a motherfucker that is working so you can look like you're working, right? But some niggas don't do that. Some niggas try to be heroes and be front and center. And what I call that is your ass is a motherfucker dirty glass matched up against a clean glass. And that clean glass gonna win every motherfucking time. You're gonna get exposed that you ain't doing shit. And they gonna ask your ass, step out of that line, verbal recommend you, put you back in that line, and the next thing you know, your ass in the still severe. Yeah, in the still severe, right? So anyway, I'm asleep, man. I'm bottom bunk bound, man. So I'm asleep. This boy on the top bunk, right? I'm asleep. All I heard is motherfucker, oh, oh. I said, man, what the fuck, boy? I think I'm dreaming. I got to be dreaming. This shit ain't in my motherfucking cell. No, it's two real niggas in this cell. This shit ain't in my cell. So anyway, man, this nigga hollered, oh, oh. I said, oh, man, I know this nigga ain't goddamn me cut his motherfucking wrist or cut his motherfucking Achilles, right? So it's at breakfast time, right? I look, I say, well, I be goddamn. This boy done finally made it to the big league, right? So anybody know anything about the motherfucking doors know before they start saying stand clear, they just roll them bitches and it's over. If your hand in that bitch, you out of there. And them doors down there is solid steel. They gonna break this shit here. I don't give a fuck, nigga. They gonna break it. So, but a nigga that's been doing time, I already know what to do, nigga. You don't even sleep with your motherfucking your head toward the balls, nigga. We don't do that because guess what's gonna happen? You gonna wind up sticking your motherfucking hand out of this door, and when they roll that bitch, it's over with for you. You got a one-way ticket to the motherfucking infirmary and not even say that they gonna do nothing about it. Cause when I was in that bitch, everything was a motherfucking me ibuprofen or cold buster. Get your ass back down to that motherfucking block, nigga. Until it's time to go to work in the morning. It was all like that all the way around. You get your head busted, you lucky to get some stitches in that bitch, right? So anyway, this nigga done put his motherfucking hand in the door. And guess what? He was campaigning so motherfucking hard, he got elected, right? Come down there with 5 and left that bitch with 3 on purpose. Cut his motherfucking hand off, right? Cut his motherfucking fingers out running from them motherfucking fields, man. So his whole motherfucking name changed, right? They started calling him Finger Jack. Yeah, they started calling this boy fucking Finger Jack, man. That was his new name, man. He went to be from calling from motherfucking FT to Finger Jack, man. FT to Finger Jack, man. Cause you know why? He jacked his own motherfucking hands, man. He jacked his own fingers. All because he was trying to avoid them motherfucking fields. And his motherfucking slogan didn't work. And when his final was over and said and done, he wasn't Cellie when he got back. But I still seen him when he got back from getting cuffed and stuffed and his hand all wrapped up and shit, right? They wrote his ass a motherfucker major case for cutting his own fingers off because they already knew the nigga stuck his hand in the bars and, goddamn, he did a assassination on his motherfucking fingers. But it was a trip to me because I used to hear the nigga say, man, I can stand that motherfucking cold, nigga. I can stand on my head and do my time, nigga. I can do that shit on my motherfucking dick. I know I'm getting out. It's you niggas with all this motherfucking time got to worry about that. But literally, the nigga with all the time already knew how to go out there in the fields and maintain, nigga, and fake, you understand me, shake and fake till he make it. It was you new niggas came down there that y'all didn't know what the fuck was going on, right? So anyway, man, this boy goddamn me cut his own fingers off, man. And, it was a sad day, man, because the nigga hand was swollen as a motherfucking grapefruit. He missing goddamn me 2 fingers. And guess what? Soon as his motherfucking ass healed up, after being unassigned for that period of time, he still went back to the motherfucking fields, right? And he was holding the motherfucking agate with 2 hands and 10 fingers. Now he ain't holding that bitch with 2 hands and 8 fingers. Old Finger Jack, man. Old Finger Jack. FT. Texarkana, Texas, man. He said he could do it standing on his dick in the corner. Come to find out, he was just a motherfucking another nigga that couldn't survive the Savage Drive. I just thought I'd tell you this story, man, about a nigga that had 5, came to 5, and left with 8, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Go to www.com, man. OG Hollywood Speaks, man. .com, man. And get that Savage Drive, man. Because this is a dog world. And you got to be a savage. And you got to have some type of motherfucking drive to make it out here, man. Shout out to my boy, motherfucking me, Frank Jack, man, for staying down and staying alive, man. Salute, man.